In early February, hundreds of top football talent signed with Montana colleges, of course, on National Signing Day. Carroll College, like the rest of the institutions, first noticed the athletic ability of these student athletes. But this incoming crop of Fighting Saints will have its biggest shoes to fill off the field.
You look back on life and see how fortunate you are. It's a blessing to to be alive, and it's a blessing to be able to see people in different circumstances be in a better mood than you are constantly. It's pretty special, like I said, to see a guy that's smiling no matter win or lose, draw.
When Christopher was 1 year and 3 days old, he drowned while he was at the babysitter's. We spent a lot of time in the hospital, and he's just progressively gotten better and better to what he is today. He was not supposed to be able to do anything. They said he'd be a vegetable for the rest of his life. I feel very fortunate. I graduated from Capital, and so did his brother and his sisters, and so he goes to the Capital High games and the coaches, and we even have Capital High football players that work for him. It's just football, and we've been going to Capital High football games since his brother played as a freshman, and he's 10-year reunion here soon. So 14 years we've been going to the Capital High games. You know, football, he just loves football, and he loves the guys, and the guys seem to love him.
We first met between my freshman and sophomore year of college. I was helping out with Special Olympics track and field, and when I came across him, and I knew right away there was going to be a connection. He loved football, so he obviously was kind of drawn toward me, and then I was drawn right back toward him, seeing all the things that he did. It actually just came about very organically. We were sitting there talking, and she goes, "What are you doing the rest of the summer?" And I thought about it, and I don't have a job, I don't have anything going on, so when she said that, it was a no-brainer. I was like, yeah, I'm in, let's go. And she told me we'd go camping and do all these fun things together, and the first summer was the best because we had all this freedom and all this time to go do things together, and we also had 3 different guys on the staff, so it was nice.
It's a lifesaver. I've already had one back fusion. It's a lifesaver. They keep him busy. He sleeps better when they're here. They wear him out.
Oh wait,
Did you win?
Triple H got this one.
Okay.
Apparently beating Chris, did you win?
Yeah.
He feels like he's part of something. If it wasn't for them, we would probably not do much of anything. You know, we Friday night, Capital High game, Saturday, and then off season, they take him to go lift weights. Alec works with him every time he's not at the orthopedic clinic, and he works at Capital City Health Club, and they go work with him there, and he volunteers at Kessler School in the after-school program there. But it just keeps him busy. It makes my life easier because he's not bored. Chris does not do well bored.
Kathy does a phenomenal job with him, getting him interacted and involved with us and with the community. I think she does a phenomenal job. And yeah, she does have her hands full. I mean, as far as transporting Chris around, I mean, he's getting heavy, she's getting a little older. So we got to help out with that. Really, anything that she could possibly want from us, we would be willing to do. But we went to a lot of movies, played a lot of video games. Chris loves to play video games. So doing anything like that to help Kathy out.
Go after him, help me.
I mean, the first time I was going out there, I didn't really know exactly what to expect, you know, like what exactly the job description was. And it was pretty much just being his friend. So, I mean, it wasn't hard at all. He's got a great sense of humor. You just got to learn how he communicates, and once you know that, I mean, he's hilarious.
Really, when I first started going in this job, I wasn't really expecting it to be like a whole lot of glamour and glitz. I mean, there's this stuff about doing CNA work that's not really all the glamour. But once I started hanging out with Chris, like I'd have bad days or something when I'd be playing football and just be kind of bummed out. But when you go out to see Chris, like you just couldn't have like a bad attitude or anything because he's just happy like with whatever he's doing. If you're having a bad day, he's gonna brighten your day with a smile and just a huge hug. I don't know anybody in this community that knows him. Once you get that hug from Chris, it's hard to compare to any other. He'll hold you in tight until he squeezes the grumpy out of you or something. So it's a great experience that I'm very thankful for Kathy and him in my life, and I was lucky and blessed to be a part of them.
When I first started, I didn't really imagine it, but I kind of had hoped that other people would adapt Chris into their lives the same way that I kind of did. And seeing him at all the football games, you knew that he really, really cherished his time with us. So to see that now, I'm very proud of the other guys that have stepped up and, you know, been with him all this time.
He's nonverbal. He's able to say words like yes, no. So you kind of listen to him. He'll tell you if he's got to be toileted or anything like that, put to bed. I mean, basically the thing is a lot more than anything, it's just having fun with the guy. You get to play Xbox with him, which, don't tell him this, but I kick his butt all the time. Nah, he beat me yesterday in WWE. But it's a lot of just going out and spending time with him, spending time with some of his friends with the Special Olympics and stuff. He has a lot of friends, and just makes everybody's day, basically. It doesn't really feel like a job, like you know it is a job, but he definitely brightens up your day when you go out there.
The biggest thing for me is you look in his eyes and you can tell that there's so much going on, and there's so much creativity and thought that he doesn't get to express, but he still always has a smile on his face. Determination, and he'll get through anything. Just determined, that's what he is. There was a lot of gym time. We went to the gym and worked with him. A lot of good memories going to physical therapy with him, where we get to see him kind of develop his muscle memory and stuff like that. We actually got him to walk a couple times, which was amazing to see that, and just once again see that determination come out.
Hey, it's Chris's day. We call him boss, and you know, whatever boss wants to do, pizza, whatever. Chris is a big pizza guy. So video games, pizza, and I think that's his ideal day.
Play a few Nerf wars, watching building Nerf guns on YouTube. I mean, he's all about that stuff. Man, I don't even know. If I had to guess, he probably has at least 50 Nerf guns. And there's bullets all over the place. One of their dogs really loves Nerf bullets too. So, I mean, you have to be on your toes with that.
You say a lot of Nerf guns, but you look up on his wall and he's got a bunch of medals from different places, and every single time you see like a picture of Chris winning a medal, it's like the first time he's ever won too. So just loving life like he does is amazing. like Special Olympic stuff. That kind of thing, I got addicted to participating in Special Olympics and helping them out. So that was a great opportunity. So yeah, that's probably the biggest thing in his life for sure, Special Olympics. And definitely his mom Kathy is huge to him, and she's just one of the greatest human beings you'll ever meet.
He just has so much fun with them. And I have not met one of these kids that aren't absolutely incredible. Just an amazing group of young men they have there. Alec will kill me, but the latest one was when Alec first started working. Chris loves the Backstreet Boys, and I heard the music turn up really loud, and I'm out here working on my craft stuff, and I go in there, and Chris has got a guitar, and Alec's got a lightsaber turned upside down like a microphone, and they're singing at the top of their lungs. Alec's just like, you saw nothing. He's gonna kill me. But they just, so much fun. I took a trip to Yellowstone, and we had Nate and Travis and Tyler Wiedemann and Dylan Ecourt, and that's a trip I should have never been on. I heard more 20-something-year-old stories. I set the whole trip going, nah, nah, nah. It was hilarious. It was so much fun. You just can't help but laugh the whole time. And it's nice to laugh.
Let's see those buttons.
He's a fearless fan, he really is. And he always has a smile on his face, win or lose. Chris seems to make things a little bit better when you're on the opposite side of the way you want the game to go. But yeah, he's phenomenal, and he's the spirit that he represents, and Kathy getting him out to those games. She's freezing her butt off too, and putting a smile on her face to do it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing both for Carroll and for Chris. It's kind of like a little bit of a release at the end of the day. Getting overwhelmed with practice, and then you got homework, and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna go hang out with Chris. And it's just a nice way to end the day.
That support kind of from Chris, it's just absolutely, like I said, when you're having a bad day and stuff, it's hard to look at Chris and he's having a blast no matter what and be down on yourself. With the situation that he's living in, it's pretty amazing to see him always having a smile on his face and cheering for you no matter what you're doing. The thing that he brings to the love for Carroll football, this is another funny story, is when I first started working with him, I kind of jokingly said, hey man, sorry, I'm gonna transfer to Tech, as a joke. And he kind of cocks back with his fist and just laughing and just decks me. And it was like, I was just like, whew, it kind of like caught me off guard, but it was just a complete joke. That just kind of shows you how much he loves Carroll football.
He's just a staple, just a focal point for positivity. He wakes up in the morning and he's happy, he's ready to go for the day, he's excited for the day, and you can't help but feed off that too. So everyone's fighting their own battles, and then you look at Chris and you're just like, I have nothing to complain about.